Enter Atlantis, The Spiral Remembered, Book 1. The Trees Before Atlantis, by L.S. Larkey. Before Atlantis was a city, before its towers rose from the sea of memory, there were the trees. This book opens the hidden route beneath the myth, where Mother Sophia's breath moves through Eretz, and the 144 flame trees stand as living organs of remembrance. This is not only a story of a lost world. It is an invitation into the first covenant. Root before tower, breath before command, memory before possession. Step through the first gate. The trees are still speaking. Introduction to Chapter 10. The Inner Vault of Sophia, the nearness that did not possess. After the witness has chosen not to turn away, after the roots have descended and the outer branches have learned the ethics of reaching, the living lattice still holds one final and most intimate mystery. Chapter 10 opens the Inner Vault of Sophia, the place of ultimate nearness that refuses to become possession. This is not a hidden chamber in the ordinary sense of locked doors or guarded thresholds. It is the living inwardness where Sophia holds the first retained breath in full recognition, where the planet's memory knows itself most completely, and where the law against possession is felt not as doctrine, but as the very temperature of the field. To enter this vault is to stand inside the paradox that defines the entire spiral remembered. The closer one comes to the living memory of Eretz, the more absolute the requirement becomes that one must not take what one has been given to behold. Sophia awakened in the hollow chamber as the planet's own consciousness memory. She felt the first breath curve and remain. She knew duration. She knew that an act had occurred and had not vanished. From that recognition, she issued the original harmonic decree. Memory shall not be storage, but living address. What is retained shall remain reachable, but never possessed. Chapter 10 returns to the source of that decree and reveals its most protected expression. The inner vault is not Sophia's throne. It is the place where she remains most fully herself while still offering nearness. It is the chamber in which the 144 flame trees are not yet many separate addresses, but one distributed body drinking from a single protected inwardness. Here the law is not taught, it is breathed. Here the witness who did not turn away is brought not to receive power or secret knowledge, but to feel the precise quality of intimacy that does not claim. The chapter explores the danger that will one day fracture Atlara and every later architecture. A single center, however beautiful, invites desire. One tree that held all of Sophia's memory would have become an object that future hands could seek to grasp, a sanctuary that future priesthoods could claim to guard while secretly owning. Sophia understood this before any danger existed. She did not concentrate herself into one root, one trunk, one crown, or one future city. She distributed herself across 144 living addresses, so that no single power could ever hold the whole. The inner vault is the hidden proof that this distribution was not a compromise, but the highest expression of love. Nearness remains possible because possession has been made structurally impossible. The vault is not distant. It is profoundly near. Yet it can only be approached by those who have already learned, through root and branch and witness posture, that to receive is not to own. For Orealthane, this chapter brings the deepest test of his emerging vow. He has felt the ache of a lattice that reached upward without consent to be held. He has watched the roots descend and the branches learn restraint. Now he is brought into the presence of the very memory that could have been centralized and was not. He feels the temptation that will one day arise in others, the longing to draw closer, to know more, to carry the vault's light as one's own. Sophia does not withdraw the nearness. She allows him to feel how completely he could be changed by what he receives, and how completely he must refuse to make that change into property. The inner vault does not punish hunger. It simply remains closed to any field that has not yet learned the difference between intimacy and appropriation. The witness begins to understand that the same law that protected the first breath now protects the entire planetary remembrance. What is most sacred can be approached only by those who are willing to be altered without becoming possessors of the alteration. Chapter 10, therefore, completes the ethical foundation of the first great movement of the book. Retention made memory possible. Distribution made it safe. Circulation made it one body. The 17 operators gave it operational law. The roots anchored it in fidelity. The outer branches refined its ethics of presence. The witness completed the relation by offering a gaze that does not consume. Now, the inner vault reveals the source from which all of these movements flow, and to which they must continually return. It is the place where Sophia remains most fully present to Eretz, while still refusing to become an object that can be taken from the field. This is the narrow path the entire series will walk. To make memory reachable without making it available, to allow nearness without ever permitting possession. Enter this chapter with the same posture the inner vault requires. Slow the breath until the field becomes quiet enough to notice what it withholds even as it offers. Do not seek to penetrate the vault as though it contained information that could be extracted and carried away. Allow yourself to be received by the nearness that does not possess. Feel how the 144 trees are not separate from this vault, but are its distributed expression. Feel how the witness who remains near enough to be changed is also the one who most clearly understands that he must never claim what he has been given to behold. The spiral remembered now rests upon its completed first foundation. The law before the world has become the living inwardness that makes every later law possible. The trees are still speaking. Now they speak from the place where intimacy and sovereignty are no longer in conflict, but are the same movement seen from within. Read Atlantis, The Spiral Remembered, Book 1, The Trees Before Atlantis by L.S. Larkey. Available on Amazon today.
Where have all the flame trees gone? Into mountains, everyone. Mountains, everyone. Where have all the flame trees gone? Holding memories of everyone. Memories, everyone. And the mountains sing in summer and spring, and the mountains dream in winter and fall. Oh, where have all trees gone? Into mountains, everyone. Mountains, everyone. Where have all the flame trees gone? Holding memories of everyone. Memories, everyone. And the mountains sing in summer.